Hello everyone, welcome back to Sai Homeschool. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. In your acids, bases, salts chapter, last session we studied whether the acids conduct electricity or not, bases conduct electricity or not, or when it will be conduct electricity, that we studied. So that is and all because of ions, right? And also dilution we studied. So dilution means mixing of acid or base in a water is called dilution. So when you want to make acidic solution, you will add acid into water, right? That also we studied. So here, if you take dilution, here there is a two types of dilution. So we studied already dilution. Dilution have two types. One it is dilute solution, another it is concentrated solution. If you observe dilution, there are two types in a dilute solution and concentration solution. What is dilute solution? In dilute solution, what we are doing in dilute solution is dilute solution, more amount of water. We add more amount of water, less amount of acid or maybe base. Okay. Here dilute solution means we have to take more amount of water and less amount of acid or base. Concentrated solution. Concentrated solution means, so it is reverse. We have to take more amount of acid here. We should take more amount of acid and less amount of water we should take. That is concentrated solutions. So for example, we can take in the dilute solutions, we can take 50 ml of 50% or 50 ml of water. If I take only 10 ml of acid, it will be present in a dilute solution. In concentrated solutions, it is more. So acid is 50%, water is maybe 20%. This is concentration solution. Concentrated solutions in this. So both it may be H plus and OH minus ions it will be present, depends on acid or maybe base. Here you have to know concentrated acidic solution. So concentrated acidic solution means there is a, in acid what are the ions present is H plus. Concentrated means concentration of H plus ions is more. Then dilute acidic solution means dilute acidic solutions means here acid it is H plus ions, less amount of H plus ions. So then if you coming to the concentrated basic solutions means it is a concentrated basic solution means more amount of OH minus ions will be present. So dilute basic solution means less OH minus ions will be present. Why this will be more in a concentrated acidic solution? H plus ions will be more because of we had taken a amount of acid is more. In a dilute acidic solutions, we took a less amount of acid. So that here you should know that concentrated acidic solution and dilute acidic solution and concentrated basic solution and dilute basic solutions. So when H plus ions is when the H plus ions will be more in a solution, when we should say when we had taken more amount of acid. So amount of acid will be increased, H plus ions also increase. So one more thing we can see here is one scale to measuring this concentration of hydrogen ions. So in acidic solution or maybe basic solution, So acidic solution, we have H plus ions. To find these H plus, these concentration of H plus ions, solution in the solution is called pH scale. Today we will discuss totally about this pH scale. pH means, P means power, H means hydrogen ions. So that concentration of hydrogen ions. That is meaning of pH. We should know that. So how it will be present? Acidic or basic nature of the solution we can find by using the pH scale. You should know what is pH, why we should use the ions. So why we use this is to measure the H plus ion concentration in a solution, or acidic or basic nature of a solution we should find by using this pH scale. So usually pH scale contain numbers from 0 to 14. So if you observe here, this is a pH scale. Here if you observe, there will be a 14 number. It will be present 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So if you observe your scale, it is the scale it contains pH is 0 to 14. That is, so if when the pH value is 7, then the solution will be neutral. This is very important question they may ask. So if the pH value of the solution is 7, then it is a neutral solution. So pH value is less than 7 means 0 to 7 it is we are having. Then it is a acidic nature of, that is more acidic means H plus ion concentration will be increases. Above the pH value is above 7, 7 to 14, then it is a basic solution. Here you may get 3 questions. So what is the value of neutral solution? pH value for neutral solution, pH value for acidic solution, pH value of basic solution. If you think that if pH value, hydrogen ions will be increased, the concentration of hydrogen ions will be increased, then the acidity also increase. So if you take here from here to here, it is less acidic. Here while decreasing the pH value, acidic nature will be more, 0 to 3 like that. So if you take here, here it is a basic nature will be more. If increasing the pH value, the OH minus ions will be decreases. So that is the pH scale we should know. So you should know that if pH is equals to 7, that is called neutral solution. If pH is, it is less than 7, then it is the nature of the solution will be acidic. If pH of the solution is more than 7, sorry, greater than 7, then the solution will be basic. This you should remember. This is very important question. So if the pH value decreases more and more, what will happen? pH value decreases more and more, then the solution is more acidic. That is important question. 1 or 2, 3 questions you may get it from this pH scale. Then if you go to the pH scale here. So if you observe 0 to 14 values, 7, what is the color you may get it here is little green. So if you decreasing that, see here, it is gastric juices. When one of our family people will suffering from acidity means their pH value in the stomach will be decreased. So here, when the basic solution OH minus ion concentration will be decreases, then how it will be color of the pH we can see. See here, lemon juice, how it will be present around pH value is 2 to 3 it is. That is, so strength of acids and bases depends on the H plus ions and OH minus ions produced. That is, so you should know that. So what if we take hydrochloric acid and acetic acid in the same concentration, say it is 1 molar, then those produce different amounts of hydrogen ions. Means if it is more acidic, it will produce more hydrogen atoms. If it is more acidic, it is produce more hydrogen ions. So if it is less acidic, it produce less hydrogen ions. That is weak acids. So one important thing in this, we'll study another aspect, that is importance of pH in our everyday life. What is the importance of pH value? So plants and animals pH. So our body works pH range within 7 to 8. So importance is pH in human body. So pH in our body is 7 to 7.8. Living organisms survive only in this range of pH. If the pH is changed, if it is less or more. So one thing it is, we'll study human body. If the pH value of human body is 7 to 7.8. So if it is increased or decreased, what will happen? We may get disease. So it will not healthy. That is why some people will suffering from acidity, because when we eat a spicy food, our pH value will be decreased to 0 or 1, 2, 3. Then it will get a acidity, that is pH. So what we'll do? We have to take some basic to neutralize that pH. Then what is acid rain? So one more importance of pH is acid rain. So usually rainwater, it will be basic or it may be neutral. But when it enter into the atmosphere, that rainwater combines with the SO2, that is pollution in the atmosphere. The rainwater becomes H2SO3 or maybe H2SO4. So when the rainwater combines with the SO2 or maybe SO3 present in the pollution in the atmosphere, then the pH value of the rain will be less than 6. That is called acid rain. Here one important question they may ask, why the normal rain converted into acid rain? So because the rainwater combines with the sulfuric acid polluted in the atmosphere, then it will be converted into acid, that is sulfuric acid or maybe sulfurous acid. So that the rain converted into acidic, means the pH value of that rain is less than 5.6. That is called acid rain. When the pH of rainwater is less than 5.6, then it is a acid rain. So the survival of aquatic animals in rivers will be difficult. Because of this, even we studied Animals will also have some pH range. It will works their body or maybe some neutral value. So all organisms have some pH values. Above that or maybe below that, if it happens, then it will become difficult to survive. They may get disease here when aquatic rainwater become acid rain. So aquatic life in such rivers will be becomes very difficult to survive. So then pH of a soil, that is means in agriculture, pH in agriculture is also, it depends on all the plants. In our side we cannot grow all the crops because of pH of the soil. If the pH of the soil will be more, then only few crops can survive. pH of that soil will be less, so there it will be few crops can survive. So what will happen when pH of soil converts more acidic value below 7, it will happen. What we should do is, so we have, so here, so specific pH range of their healthy growth, it should be required for some plants. When this pH is more, so if pH value is exactly which the plant want how much pH, then the plants will grow healthily. So if pH may changes in the soil, what will happen? So plants also not survive. So plants growing region. So what we will do is we have to collect the sample of the soil. We check the soil. If there is a more acidic in the soil, what we have to do is, that is what we will use for the plants, that is fertilizers. Why we will use these fertilizers for the plants is to neutralize the, so there is a more acidic, to neutralize that the soil. Fertilizers we will use to neutralize the soil, we will use the fertilizers. Then pH in our digestive system. So what will happen? pH value. So human being, I said already. So human being, when we take a food, it will go into the stomach and starts getting digestion. So when getting digestion in the stomach, it will release us some acids, that is hydrochloric acid. So when this hydrochloric acid will be increased more, that is what we said, pH value will be, sorry, that acid release of acids in our stomach is more. What will happen? We will get acidity. So in the process of digestion, HCl is released. So pH in the stomach is acidic. If you take any spicy food, so more HCl will be liberated. That is more acid. This HCl will be released in our stomach is more. When this hydrochloric acid will be released more, then we will get the pH value will be decreases. So when the release of acids is more, so that the pH value will be very less. When pH value will be less, then we will get disease. So here one of the major disease we will get because of this increase in the acid levels in our body, we will get acidity. So burning sensation we will get, that burning sensation we will call the acidity. What we should do is, we should take some basics. Say here, to get rid of this acidity, what we use? We have to use antacids. Why we should antacids? To remove pain and irritation in the stomach. We should use because to neutralize. This we should use to because neutralize pH values in our stomach. So one, we should know that pink colored syrup everybody using, we are getting in the market, that is it, magnesium hydroxide, that is also called milk of magnesia. For one more question they may ask, Magnesium hydroxide is also known as milk of magnesia, is the one best antacid to neutralize excess of acid in our stomach. So when we eat spicy food, we will release. So in our stomach, there is a more amount of acid will be released. pH value will be decreases to 2 or 3. When it is pH values decreasing, then there is a more H plus ions will be released. So we will get a acidity, that is pain and irritation in the stomach. That pain we will call the acidity. So to get rid of this pain, what we will use? We will use antacids. One of the main antacids is magnesium hydroxide is one of the main acid to neutralize the acidity in a stomach. Then one more thing, pH change has caused the tooth decay. This is also one important question. So usually our pH of our mouth is 5.5. So tooth decay starts of pH of mouth is lower than 5.5. So if it is 5.5 to 7, it is neutral pH. When it will be less than 5.5, the tooth enamel is made up of calcium hydro hydroxypeptide, the crystalline form of calcium phosphate. This is so white colored teeth. What we are seeing that, so that will get start damaging. So when starts damaging tooth enamel, it will protect our teeth, outermost layer. No, so when the acidity in, sorry, pH value in our mouth will be decreases, then there is a more release of acids. When released more acids, this tooth enamel get decay. It starts decreasing its thickness, the hardest substance in the body. It does not dissolve in water but corrode when pH of a mouth is below 5.5. So how it will becomes when we eat food, the food it will be stuck in our teeth. There some bacteria will be released. The bacteria present in the mouth produces acids. When the degradation of that sugar and food particles remaining in our mouth after we eating. The best way to prevent clean the mouth after eating food, we use toothpaste as a base to neutralize the acids in our mouth. For cleaning the teeth can be neutralize the excess of acids and prevent tooth decay. When tooth enamel starts getting decreases, when it start getting damaged, so what will happen? Finally, tooth will get decay. Day by day, it starts getting decay. So that to avoid this decay, we have to brush our teeth. That is pH change as the in the cause of tooth decay. So it is pH of our teeth will be 5.5 to 7. When it is less than 5.7, it will be starts getting tooth decay. Then self-defense by animals and plants through chemical warfare means one of the example we can observe honeybee sting. So when honeybee bite, what will happen? It will release some acid into our body, then we'll get pain and irritation. So if you observe, so honeybee bites, what will happen? It will start getting where it bite in our skin, there we will get start getting pain and irritation because that releases a acid into our body. So when acid released into our body, that acid will called a methanoic acid that causing a burning pain. So when this honeybee sting release, which acid they may ask, it is methanoic acid. To release from this pain, what we have to use to neutralize, here there is a acid. To neutralize, we will use a base that is called sodium bicarbonate, NaH. What is the formula for sodium bicarbonate? Is NaHCO3. That is, we have to use to avoid burning of honeybee sting. So when we release methanoic acid into our body, we will get pain and irritation. To release from that burning pain, we have to neutralize that. To neutralize, what we have to do is we have to add base, that is sodium bicarbonate. We should use one more same methanoic acid. It will be released by some leaf, that is, so we know that one nettle leaf. Nettle plants, we have a, if you see outside some plants, if you touch that plants, what will happen? We will get burning sensation, or maybe pain and irritation. That is nettle leaf also, it will release the, see here, nettle leaves also liberate methanoic acid and causing burning pain. When we touch that air of that nettle leaves to our body, we will get a burning sensation, burning pain. To release from these two burning sensations or pain and irritation from bee sting and also nettle leaves, both it will release as a methanoic acid. To release from these burning, we have to use base, that is sodium bicarbonate. This is our importance of pH in our daily life. And what is pH scale? So nature provides neutralization options also here. When methanoic acid is secreted by them, the traditional remedy rubbing with the leaf, that is dog plant, which often grows beside the nettle in the wild. So that is wherever we will get some acidity, what we should do is to neutralize, we have to use base that we studied. So pH of our stomach, pH of tooth decay, then pH in agriculture. So here some examples we can see. They may ask vinegar. It is, which acid it contains is acidic acid. Natural source of this vinegar is sour milk or curd. Vinegar, it contains acidic acid. Milk means curd. Sour milk means it is a curd. Curd, it contains a lactic acid. Then orange, it contains, we know already it has vitamin C, that contains, it is citric acid. Lemon contains also citric acid. Tamarind contains tartaric acid. Tomato contains oxalic acid. That ant sting, honeybee sting, nettle sting, all these contains methanoic acid. So important questions, you may get it one question here. So sour milk or curd contain which type of acids, it will be present. Lemon contains which type of acids, or ant sting, when ant honeybees or maybe ants, it will bite. So which type of acid will be released into our body? What you should do to get rid of that acid? They may ask more questions from this pH scale and importance of pH in our daily life. So it is very important. So you should be concentrated on pH scale. What will happen if the pH value decreases? If pH value decreases more, acidity will be more and more. If the pH value increases, so that is how it will be. Basicity or basic of the solution, what will happen? See here, if it is pH value decreasing, there is a increasing nature of basic nature. That is very important. Next class, see more about this salts. So this is our importance of pH. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.